Ladies and gentlemen, now today we're going to be having a bit of fun with the 6-star version of Black Panther Civil War. Now, a few years ago, this dude used to be a little bit of a menace on Alliance War defense, man, especially on armor up nodes, where people didn't realize the interaction between Black Panther and an armor up node could reflect the stun. So, I've definitely died to this guy a few times in all sorts of challenges across the years. However, in 2019, when it comes to various modes of content and also Alliance War defense, generally speaking, Black Panther is the least of your problems with champions like, Iron Man, Infinity War, Thing, and Domino. There's a lot more annoying defenders and super fun defenders to contend with. However, today we're going to invest kind of full synergies in this dude, go with a Killmonger synergy, Cull Obsidian, Heimdall, and also Nick Fury to really pump this dude up with more crit rating and attack, and then see if we can have a little bit of fun with this lad at the 6-star version, fully leveled up at rank 1. So let's see how he does today, man. I've got fairly low expectations because Black Panther, at least offensively speaking, just doesn't really have too much utility and stuff that he brings to the table. However, we're going to jump today into the Black Panther chapter. So this is the skill 1 of Act 5-3. We're going to start off on the, I think, left-hand side here and see if we can clear the entire path and get to the final Black Panther boss for a bit of a mirror matchup there. So what the Killmonger synergy does, if you're a bit unfamiliar with it, every time you parry with Black Panther, it's going to give him a 30% Fury bonus. So actually, man, with a couple of Furies, that damage is starting to get quite nice, and that Fury bonus does last for 15 seconds. So let's see if we can actually throw a special one with that. And there's a little bit of a bleed associated with the special one. It's not the biggest bleed in the world, but you can also parry stuff like projectiles. So that actually, I mean, he's not in too bad, man. That was pretty good for the first matchup. So I'll take it. That was all right. But I guess like Rocket Raccoon is a bit of a flimsy character in the entire spectrum of the game. But I wasn't minding some of those crits. It seemed a little bit nicer to play than Karnak, just for comparison's sake. But anyway, let's go into the Thor-Jane Foster matchup, and what I'm trying to do where possible, where we don't have these friggin' combat lag spikes, is do a cheeky little 3 combo, just so that I can stack up the Fury a little bit more aggressively, and really get a lot more damage out of the combos that we're firing off here. So I don't know if this is a better or worse tactic. Again, I have very limited experience playing Black Panther, but, I imagine it's alright, mate. Right, we kind of need some parries for Furies, man. Right, well, we're in Assassin's range now. Let's fire off a Special 2, get the execution there. I think, generally speaking, the Special 2 is much better to go for than the Special 1, just because there isn't a whole lot of damage associated with the Special 1. The bleed is very, very weak. There are champions that have, like, stronger comparative bleeds just on, like, any base attack than Black Panther's Special 1 bleed, and that's the only bleed that he has, being Black Panther, man. So yeah, I mean, they did release, they made this dude an annoying defender, but it's like they left everything off in terms of his design on offense. So it's he's always been a little bit of a weird one, man. So he just doesn't really have any offense utility or stuff that he brings to the table. But at least we can send a little bit of that block damage back to Archangel here, and we'll go for a Special 2. Maybe we can take it down with some good crits. Oh, very close. Wasn't a bad matchup at all. He's quite fun to play with the full synergies, man. I'm having a good time so far today. I thought he'd be feeling like a little bit more of a noodle than he has been so far. But yeah, he's doing alright, man. I'm mildly impressed, but I'm kind of excited to... I know we've got a Groot coming up. I think the Groot matchup could work a little bit interestingly with a reduced stun duration. Maybe if we can be very, very aggressive on the parries, we can get some more Fury there. And I think... Oh, okay, right, we're going to be a little bit careful just because of Vulture's invisibility. And that Nick Fury synergy is really, really nice for the start of the matchup as well, man. I'm quite enjoying that one. Right, did we get the parry there? I didn't get the parry there, man. Very cheekily, I was just going for the parry at the start of that... Sorry, in the second half of that projectile. Because it's one of the things, I assume if you want to play Black Panther and get the most out of him, if you can parry stuff like the projectiles that are being fired at you, that's going to give you a lot more damage output. Because those Furies, man, they're 30% additional attack. Did I get it there? Oh, I missed it again. Man, I think I'm getting a little bit too late on those ones. But you know, it's all part of the plan, lads. Because also a very small thing Black Panther has is the lower his hit points are, the more of an attack bonus he gets from using the special too. So I don't think it's like, you know, the biggest attack bonus in the world. Let me just check how it scales with the 6-star version here. So our attack is about 2,000 at the moment. It's probably a little bit less than that as base. But yeah, I think the special attack too probably gives you up to 100% of your base attack, depending on the amount of health you've lost. So there can be a fairly nice bonus if you're running, you know, at 50% or below. But even, you know, even for every single, like, 10% lost, man, you're still getting a little bit there. Right, let's go for a double medium here. Parry again. Unfortunately, the AI isn't quite as aggressive as I want it to be here. It's all right, man. It's not the worst, but it's also not the absolute best I've seen either. Okay, I definitely blocked a bit too early there. Okay, right, one more parry. Let's get the Fury there. Right, let's go for that. That was pretty good, man. That was almost 20,000 damage there. Was it actually a little bit over 20,000? 6k plus 6k plus 8k there. Certainly not too bad. Right, let's go in with a cheeky little 5 combo. Will the special one finish him off? Oh yeah, that last hit was pretty good actually. Especially with that attack bonus in Assassin's range. That worked a fair treat there. But we still haven't got more than, what is it, 5 stacks of Furies so far. So I think the most I've seen on Black Panther is 4, but it's really, really tricky, especially with baiting out special attacks, to get more than that by the look of it. There we go, we got 3. Come on, mate. I'm just kind of like, as we go from fight to fight, trying to like play around a little bit with like different rotations and combos, figuring out, you know, what's best to do, man. But if you are a hardcore Black Panther Civil War player, certainly do let me know in the comment section below what combos you use and what rules you use if you do play this champion on the regular. But what was it, just before this video, man, I searched on YouTube to see if anybody had like some really like sick kind of maxed out Black Panther gameplay, and there was just absolutely nothing. No 6-star Black Panther gameplay on YouTube. So I think it's a little bit rare that anybody invests in this champion. Right, we always want to parry Yondu at a distance just to make sure we don't get the bleed. Let's go in for a full 5 combo. Now that we've got like 4 stacks of Fury, I think if you get above like 3 or 4, it probably makes sense to, you know, try and make the most of those in terms of hits. Right, let's fire off special 2. Maybe I should have waited. Oh, actually, no, that worked out quite well. There we go, Yondu's down, straight in the bin, and how many hits was that? 29. To be fair, man, he's pulling some weight, he's shredding through this content quite nicely. We haven't dropped below 50% yet, despite me playing like a little bit of a scrub in certain scenarios. So it's going alright, man, it's going alright. We do have Unstoppable Colossus up next, who, this matchup really shouldn't matter too much. Let's see if we can get one cheeky little hit in there. Oh, we got 5. There we go, boys. Look at that. 6. Wow. Okay, I definitely don't have enough bursts to get Unstoppable Colossus down. Okay, I need to try and bait out that special too. Let's leave myself very open here. Come on, mate. No blocking. Cheeky little hit. Let's back off. Part of me kind of wanted to go for that special too. There we go. Okay, we're back to 3 Furies. Actually, you know, maybe with like those 5 or 6 stacks, if every hit the special 2 crit, we might have been able to nuke him down there. But it was too risky a play, man. Too risky a play. There we go. But overall, not too bad. I still really, really love this champion's animations, man. He's very, very fun and very, very fluid. So I just wish he had a little bit more on his base. If this character, because he has like no utility at all when you're playing this champion. He's got the obviously the stun reflect when you've got armor, but that has some very, very niche scenarios where you can use and apply that one when you're trying to play this guy. And I guess armor up's a little bit of utility now, maybe in certain matchups like Havoc, but there are like many times where you could be left without armor and be a little bit vulnerable. So yeah, I'd like to see him get some more like bleed damage just on his like general attacks. That'd be quite nice. Right, want to bait out the special 2 here? I suppose we do. Come on, mate. Oh no, this is a crazy ballsy play. I need to get some big crits. There we go, dude. That actually worked out really well. Oh, that was decent, man. That was really decent. Well, I'll take that one, man. I'll certainly take that one. Okay, we got a bit of Iron Fist up next. Let's go for it, dudes. Let's go for it. BPCW versus Iron Fist here. Oh no. Okay, we're below 50% as well, which means we can harness more damage. Right, double medium there. I want to trigger another parry. I want to get a big, tasty special too. I think we should have enough actually with this. There we go. Ho ho ho! It's a nice little clean up on the special 2 there, man. And the special 2, now that we're lower as well, is gonna hit even harder. So it's a pretty good time. It's a pretty good time. I don't know, Black Panther. It'd be nice to see like more bleeds on stuff, but he does need a little bit more than that. I'm just kind of thinking what stuff would make this ladder a little bit more spicy. So maybe immunities, ways to deal with debuffs is always something very, very valuable. Some sort of like damage over time, some sort of like what is it, debuff that maybe reduces ability accuracy as well, because that's something that's relatively common when it comes to skill champions. So he's doesn't have any of that, but the skill class is all about shrugging off debuffs and reducing ability accuracy, generally speaking nowadays, and some big old bleed damage. Cyclops has murked me a little bit, man. The Revenge of Command Mike. Oh, we can take him down. There we go. A very, very nice little cleanup there. I really like both his special attacks, man. They feel very satisfying to fire off. The special 3, I think we might save up and use the special 3 in the next fight. I don't think it has much damage, but it does have a 75% chance for a 3-second stun. But that's the only effect that's associated with the special 3. So yeah, maybe it's going to be useful in the Iron Man matchup, because what we can do is get some Furies and then burst him down, so we don't need to deal with the regeneration there. So let's just go for some full combos, hit into this lad. Not worry about the shortened ones, because again we want to build up to the special 3 and not end this with a special 2. Show off the animation, mate, because I know somebody in the comments section will want to see Black Panther's glorious special 3. Oh, I should have gone for that, the parry on the beams as well. There we go. Right, let's fire that off. 12% damage bonus as well. That was a pretty good finish, man. I waited till we were, what was it? We had a few Furies, we're in Assassin's Rage, and just above that 15% regeneration threshold, so it was a very, very tidy little finish. But let's go to Scarlet Witch. So Scarlet Witch, I mean, there's always a lot of fun stuff that can happen when you crit Scarlet Witch. I know its base Black Panther has quite a high crit chance. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out, man. If we get heal block and a lot of bad debuffs, we might be in a little bit of trouble. And we've already got poison and just a load of these, man. So it's not the best start. But we're doing alright. We're staying... Head is above water for now, lads. Let's go for this. Come on, mate. Let's get a beefy crit. Oh, my goodness. Dude, that was a really, really good time. Come on. Let's got this last down. And we actually managed to regenerate via the willpower mastery there. Got a fair bit of decent value off that one, man. So that was a... pretty good matchup. Pretty happy with that one overall. And then we got the final BPCW boss. So that's a mirror matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so what do we have on this dude? He's just got a lot of nullify resistance. And, okay, also he is pessimist. So this is going to give him the equivalent of armor up for the first 75%, regardless if he has it or not. So we don't want to parry him at the start. We want to make sure we bait out heavy immediately. There we go. Oh, and also because we can't parry in this matchup for most of it, it's going to make us a lot less effective damage-wise. Oh, there we go. So, wow, I'm actually really surprised that he managed to do that entire path, and it was a fairly smooth run, man. He did really, really well. And a bit of 5.3 there. Didn't have to use any revives, didn't have to use any potions. So I must admit, I've been a little bit, just a little bit impressed with Black Panther today. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, smash that like button if you did enjoy today's Black Panther gameplay. That'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.